sometimes on Friday night games if we have to leave early if they're too far away. But I want you guys to keep your commitments in your folder. That's a responsibility you have to keep. If you lose them or something happens to them, you don't want to come tell me, because you're going to have some cruel and unusual punishment out in the field. So it's important. It's part of being a faith football player is this JME commitment stuff that we do, but you have to keep those with you. So if you need to keep them in your locker in the football locker room, that's fine. Keep them in your book bag, whatever. You need to keep them with you, because there may be a time we actually, if it's not going to be on a Friday, which is normally when we're going to try and do this, we're going to get together and have us talk about how our week went, how we did with our commitments to God, how we did our commitments to our family, and also to our teammates. So this is something we're going to be held accountable to. And these are things like, once again, as you get older as a young man and an adult and you have your own family, there are commitments and responsibilities you have to keep true to as well. So this is a learning curve process to be able to stand up and be a young man growing into adulthood to do the things that are right. Okay. I also wanted to talk to the dads a little bit. One thing I get a opportunity for you guys to get to hear some of the things that Coach Maxie and I instill and talk to these kids about. This is, for me, I've coached for, I think it's over 14 years or 14, 15 years at different levels. This is one of the most memorable, even though we're just in the early parts of the season, for me to coach, in the sense of this is the true definition of adversity. I mean, we are small in numbers. We're also small in size. I tell them every week and probably every day, they're tired of hearing is, we're always going to be the smallest team every week this year. In number, they're going to have a ton more kids than we are. They're going to be a ton bigger than we are. Get over it, get used to it. That's just how it is. But it's not the old saying we talk about, the size of the dog in the fight, but the size of the fight in the dog, so to speak. We are the true David and Goliath story. You guys are beating everybody we play. It doesn't matter how big they are. It doesn't matter how strong they are. It doesn't matter how many they have on the sideline standing. You only play 11 at a time. And you guys are proving that out by just having a better fight, better tempo, knowing your assignments, fighting for each other. You can win. And that's what you guys are showing. And I'm so proud of you guys. I'm real proud of you. Now, I know, of course, you guys will notice as well, I scream and yell a lot. That's my coaching style. But to me, if I can get you fired up and get you passionate about doing the right thing and doing it with all your effort and all your might, and even if it means I don't want Coach Bobby yelling at me, so I'm going to do it right, that's fine. Whatever I can get you guys to do your job and do your responsibilities, that's going to help you win. In your own personal individual battle with the guy in front of you, or your job responsibility at play, or as a team. And you guys are taking to that, and I'm so proud of you. It's hard. It's tough. The practices are hard because they don't have a lot of scout team to be able to go back and forth against. We block air great. Probably the best blocking on air team you'll see. We block air great. We block pads that lay on the ground really well too. But the cool thing is, and you guys hear me say this all the time, you have to know who to block first. You can be the best technique blocking team in the world. If you block the wrong guy, we're in trouble. So I'll take a halfway decent block on the right guy over a perfect block on the wrong guy all day long. And so we have to work on the things in the hand that were dealt us. And from what I understand and see, you guys are okay with that. I'm okay with it too. And there'll be adversity in life, and things may not be set up the perfect way you want it set up. And we don't have the perfect setup. We don't have 40 players. We don't have guys that weigh over 220 pounds. We don't have 10 guys that run a 4.4. Doesn't matter. You don't have to have that. Life's not always going to be perfect. But you guys are learning and getting so much more benefit and advantage out of having this situation than you'll ever know. I was your age too at one point, and I can imagine you're probably saying, gosh, it would be nice if we had so-and-so, or these many people, or we had that, what they had. Don't need it. Every team you've had played against so far has had more people, bigger guys, and whatnot. Doesn't matter. At the end of the game, who wins? You guys. Now, coaches coach and players play, and Coach Maxie and I do the best we can coaching, but you guys are playing the games. When you guys win, it's on you. You guys are doing a great job. And so I wanted to tell you, I know a lot of times it may seem like I'm mad, I'm angry, I'm disgusted about all that kind of stuff. I'm not. I just want to pull as much potential out of you guys as I can. And so it's my way to pull you up and say, we can do this, you can do it, fight with as much passion and energy as I have coaching you, and Coach Maxey has coaching you, and you'll be winners, not just on the football field, not on the scoreboard, but in your own life, as a Christian, as a student, as a brother, as a son, and one day, as a dad, as a worker at your company, at your business, wherever you do. All these life lessons you're learning right now, I promise you, are going to pay off as you get older. And I know I'm kind of preaching to the choir. I tell you guys this a lot. You've heard it a bunch, but it's true. All these old sayings that you get to hear when you're younger, I'm like, gosh, you know old sayings all the time. You hear them all the time. Well, they become old sayings because they're all true. And as you get older, you realize, yeah, that stuff Coach Bobby was saying was right. And it may not happen for 5 years or 15 or 20 years, but you realize it's true. So I wanted to once again let you know, to the dads, I wanted to thank you for entrusting your most important thing in your life to me and to Coach Maxey. I have a son as well, and hopefully next year you'll see him. He'll be here. He wants to come here. He's been wanting to come here to start 9th grade for the last 3 years. So hopefully that'll all work out, God willing, and I'll be standing behind my son next year talking and spreading the love on him as well.
Amen.
But I know how important it is and how much of a trust factor it is to give your son to a coach and trust that coach to take care of your son and keep him safe and teach him the right way, not just football, but about life. And so I appreciate you giving me the opportunity for that. So thank you for that. That's all I got, but I don't want to leave Coach Maxey. I know he may want to say some things in general as well.
I would like to say how much